Terry says, Tom Ford's Bitter Peach. Today I'm going to give you boxing lessons and falling down lessons. Tom Ford, Bitter Peach, you so ugly. The sweat rolls off the back of your neck just to stay away from your face. Lost Cherry, today I'm going to give you boxing lessons and falling down lessons. You got that, don't you, Howard Cosell? What's up, guys? My name is Darren. I'm the Bowtie Fragrance Guy, and today we have the battle of all battles, the Thriller and Manila. Ali versus Frazier 3, Ali versus Jordan Foreman. Yeah, that's what kind of battle we have going on today, because on today's video, I'm going to be talking about two of the most popular releases from the Tom Ford private blend of fragrances over the past year and a half, and that being Tom Ford Lost Cherry and Tom Ford Bitter Peach. Yeah, this is going to be a good one. Which fragrance is better, you ask? Well, we're about to get all into it. So if you want to see my thoughts on these two fragrances as they go head to head, then you know the routine. Keep it locked right here. All right, we're back. Thank you so much for keeping it locked in. We're going to go ahead and jump right into this video. As I said, I'm Darren, the Bowtie Fragrance Guy. I talk about both fragrances and fashion. So if you love both or one of those things, consider subscribing to the channel. And make sure if you do that, you hit that bell icon as well so that YouTube will notify you anytime I upload new content on the channel. So guys, as I said, we're talking about the Thriller in Manila, Ali versus Frazier 3. And Tom Ford's Lost Cherry says, Tom Ford's Bitter Peach. Today I'm going to give you boxing lessons and falling down lessons. Tom Ford Bitter Peach, you so ugly. The sweat rolls off the back of your neck just to stay away from your face. Lost Cherry, today I'm going to give you boxing lessons and falling down lessons. You got that, don't you, Howard Cosell? I always have to take a minute to give you my Ali impersonations when I can. But you are in for a treat today, guys, because this is the Battle Royale. So which one of these do I like better? Which one do I think is better? Which one is worth your money? Lost Cherry, who is Ali, and Bitter Peach, the challenger, which is Joe Frazier. Let's get all into it, guys. Now, the thing about both of these fragrances, I will start and tell you this right now. These two fragrances have the same strengths. And what I mean by that is this. If you look at the presentation, let's start with Lost Cherry. Look at that gorgeous bottle. I mean, how could you not like this bottle? Especially somebody like myself that loves the color of red. And I promise I didn't do this on purpose with the suit. But man, this bottle is beautiful. Same thing with Bitter Peach. It's a beautiful bottle. I mean, I love that orange. It is almost the color of, if you guys have seen a fresh baked sweet potato and you bust it open, this kind of reminds me of that kind of orange color. That's before people put all the cinnamon and nutmeg on it and turns it really, really dark orange. That's what this color reminds me of. So they both have that in common. The presentation, the bottle presentation on both of these fragrances are absolutely phenomenal. Very intriguing. Looks really, really good in your fragrance collection. So that itself, the presentation, I would have to say it's a draw because I can't really decide which one of these I like better as relates to the presentation. Now, next up, when we talk about the scent DNA of both of these fragrances, which is again, both of these fragrances have a strength here when you talk about the way it smells overall. With Bitter Peach, you get the peach, and the peach to me is prominent from start to finish. Now, I think they say there's rum and cognac in this. I don't get a lot of that booziness from it. It's very slight. I do pick it up after maybe 20-25 minutes into wearing this fragrance. You start to get a little bit of the booze, but it never becomes a prominent accord in this fragrance. With this, I get more of the vanilla, the sandalwood, and the labdanum in this fragrance. And again, it's a beautiful way to use the note and highlight the note of peach and make it very interesting as it dries down. Again, that sweetness, I love the vanilla in this, the creaminess of the sandalwood is perfect combination of notes to use with peach. So it definitely gives it some character and some body. And I really enjoy the way that bitter peach smells. Now, when we start talking about Lost Cherry, again, a strength, just like it's a strength with bitter peach, the scent DNA is to die for. This is a sexy fragrance. Both of these I would categorize as very sexy fragrances. 100% unisex, male or female can rock the heck out of both of these fragrances. So the scent DNA is a plus for both of them. As another category where I really feel like it's kind of a draw. Lost Cherry, it opens up with this beautiful cherry accord, sour cherry accord, and all bitter almond. That's mainly what you get when it opens up. As it dries down, you get some florals in there. I definitely pick up the jasmine. You also have a beautiful, creamy, soft, woody sandalwood note in the heart of this, along with the patchouli as it dries down. I get a lot of patchouli, and I also pick up on some cinnamon. So again, kind of gourmand almost. This fragrance, again, really sexy. And again, I think just a very creative way to highlight the note of cherry in this fragrance. So again, when you talk about the scent DNA, it's a strength of both of these fragrances. So presentation and the overall scent DNA is about a draw to me with these two fragrances. Now for the downside with both bitter peach and Lost Cherry. Just like the similarities are the same, the downside to both of these fragrances are the same. And the downside is the performance and the cost. Both of these fragrances for a 100 ml bottle is going to retail for $499. And I think the 50 ml is somewhere around $350, $375. So either way you look at it, it's a very expensive fragrance. And the bad part about that is I only get 3 to maybe 4 hours of performance from both these fragrances. And that in itself is kind of sad, because when someone spends that kind of money, they're going to want a fragrance that really performs. So I think you're going to find a lot of people that are impressed with the presentation and impressed with the way these fragrances smell, but disappointed with the cost of these fragrances and the performance that you get when you're spending that kind of money. So again, both of these have the same strength, but they also both have the same weakness. So at the end of the day, which one is better, you ask me? I'm going to have to give the slight nod to Lost Cherry. Now this one's a little bit newer, and I'm a little bit more intrigued by this one right now because I haven't had it as long, but I think at the end of the day, I really side with this scent DNA a little bit more, just slightly more than I do with bitter peach. But that, I think, of course, is a matter of opinion. If you're more of a fan of peach, you may want to go with this one. But both really good as far as how they smell. But again, I give a slight edge to Lost Cherry. So that's like this were a 10 round bout. I'm going 6 rounds for Lost Cherry and 4 rounds for bitter peach. It's going to be close. You may even get one judge that gives, out of 3, that gives bitter peach the decision in the end. But I at least think on a split decision, I'm going with Lost Cherry for the victory. All right, guys, that's it. That's my time. I hope you enjoyed this video as I compared and contrasted and had a battle between tomford bitter peach and Lost Cherry. As always, I sincerely appreciate your time and your attention to this video. Of course, you could have been anywhere else in the world, man, but you're right here with me, and I sincerely appreciate that. Now, don't forget to make sure you take a moment to like, comment, and subscribe, and go ahead and share these videos out to some other folks that you think could use this information or find it entertaining. Because I'm your guy, Darian, the Bowtie Fragrance Guy. I love to look good, and of course, I love to smell amazing. So until next time, guys, keep looking good, keep smelling even better. I'll catch you on the flip side. Peace.